Da-di-da-di-da-da-di-da. Da-di-da-di-da-da-di-da. What do you hear over the air? CQ serenade. So you don't know just what it means. Dust your shoes off, shake out your jeans. Get on your feet, jump to the beat of CQ serenade.
All got that? That's cool. Welcome to lesson number 7, and welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you're following along and keeping up with the practice. Practice until you are perfect. And you will be one day. You'll be good at it. So,
one day, sure.
and
I hope you and I are both upright and taking nourishment when that happens.
I'm sure we will be. I'm sure we will be. So, lesson 7, we're going to add y, j, l, and 4. And I've got some practice for that as well. And, of course, I've put them on here for us all to listen to. I've changed the actual practice speed a little bit and the format a little bit, and see what hopefully you'll be able to follow along a little bit easier. So let's see if everybody's ready. And the Y, remember what Y is, anyone? And J, you know it? And then L. And then the number 4. So those are the letters that we're adding, and I've got some pre-recorded speeds for you, which I'm hoping it'll sound pretty good to you tonight. When I'm sending by hand, I will be sending a little bit slower, a little bit as far as the gaps between, to give you a chance to think about what is being sent. Remember, it is just a beginner's class, so it's important that you try and I'm trying to make it so it's easier for you to understand. So my sending may seem erratic at times, but that's probably because I'm trying to accommodate the slowness and the differences in speed between and the gaps. So here we go. These recordings aren't doctored, so here we go. Ready? So there's, Cool. That should be it. So, anyone get the first group of letters?
That's L, isn't it?
No, that was the Y.
I always get them turned around.
That's okay. How about the next set of letters?
J.
I sent the J's twice. And then, what's the next one? Robert, you were right. It's the L.
You're right now.
It's the L.
And then, what's the next one? A 4. And then I threw in something. Anyone remember what that is? Period. And then I sent, that was the A's, right? 3 A's is all run together as the period. And then after that, I decided to throw in an extra group just for fun, which I threw everybody off. Anyone get the last group? YJL4Y, correct. And that was just to keep everyone on their toes. If you didn't get the last group, don't worry. That was just to put in there for those that are coming along faster than others, you see. So the second group coming up is the same letters, just mixed up a little bit to make you kind of think. So there we had 6 groups of the same letters, just mixed up in a different way. Anyone got the first set of 5?
YJ4Y.
Y, J, L, did you say?
Yes,
L,
4Y.
4Y, yes, that's correct. Great. You got the L's the right way around. And the next group? YY,
JJL.
JJL, that's correct. And then the next group?
LL44Y.
Yeah, that's correct. And then the next one was a little bit easier.
LJYJY.
Try the Y, J, Y, J, Y.
YJYJY. Okay.
Yeah,
So
and-
then that L keeps sneaking in there.
That's right. The L starts on the next group, Robert. You want to give me the next one?
LYLYL.
Yes, yes, excellent.
I think those two sound somewhat similar to me, and I have a hard time when I'm in a hurry trying to figure them out, but I'll get it.
Yeah, it's just a matter of listening to it. You know, the Y and the L. It's kind of got a similar rhythm,
Yeah.
but opposites. And the last group, anyone got that one?
4L4L4.
That's correct, 100% copy. That's great. Now I'm going to go into numbers, and I'm going to send a set of numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 5 letters, five characters of numbers, I hope. So this is just what we're covering. The red is the addition that we're making, and we're just reviewing what's in red, the Y, J, L, and 4. But now we're going to jump into all the numbers that we should know, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, and 9. Should know all of those by now. So we're going to practice that. And here we go. Hopefully I've got it set up right. Here we go. I did get it right. That's good. So the first group, anyone?
0, 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's correct.
Oh,
100%.
first time ever.
That's great. Well done. Well done.
Hey, Wendy.
Anyone got the second group?
78901.
Correct.
Say that again.
78901. And the next group?
02481.
Yes. And the next group?
42081.
That's correct. and the last group. The last group was as follows. You can just follow this along.
Was 0987?
The 10987. That's it. Well done. See, it can be done. So I've got another group of numbers again. I thought numbers would be a good one to do tonight. And the same numbers, but in a different order. And we'll start that right now. Eyes down, and here we go. So again, we've got 5 groups, and the first one, anyone? It's the reverse order of the last one that I sent on the first group.
78901.
Yes, and then one, what's the next one? It's actually obvious now. The 4th group I sent the first time around, this is the opposite way around.
18024.
Yeah, and then the next group, it's the 3rd group of what I sent at the beginning.
18420.
Yep, backwards. And then, just in case you were following, this is now the first group of the last set in reverse.
43210.
Yes. And then the last group was the same as the second group.
78901.
Yes. So I kind of used the same numbers, but just in a little bit reverse order, just to make it, so you should be recognizing the numbers. And for the last set of numbers coming up, here we go. And this is 20 words a minute with a slightly larger spacing, so it's not actually really 20 words a minute. It's close. Again, we had 5 groups with the numbers that we've been practicing. Anyone got the first set?
98764.
Correct. And anyone got the second set? Okay, second set, I'll just send it again so you can double check what you've got.
$53201.
53201. And then the next set. I will send that one again so you can just double check.
No, 10987.
Well done, Wendy.
Yes.
And the next one, the next one's easy. I'm sure you've already got that one. Did you say it, Dan?
I was thinking about it in Spanish. It's 54321.
54321. I don't know about Spanish, but yeah, English is good. Thank you. And the last set. Anyone?
09875.
809875. Yes, well done. Well done, everybody. You did very, very well with those. Now the next set is to revise the P, the U, P. Mainly the letter P, I think, is what's coming up. So here we go. Let's see what you make of this one. And I repeat it a little bit so it makes it easier. Oops. Let's start that again. Excuse me. Well, that was quite an interesting one for you to receive. I did a lot of repetition there on purpose so that it gives you time to think about it, and you hear this rhythm and get the same words over and over again. So what was the first word?
Papa.
Papa. And you got that maybe about 4 or 5 times?
3, 4 times.
4 times. That's correct. And then I changed the one letter in there and sent it again to P-O-P, correct? How many P-O-Ps did you get?
5.
5. And then what was the next one?
Pip.
Pip, yeah. How many times did you get that one, James?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 times. And then you got some punctuation.
A period.
Period, yes. And then the next one was what?
Pipe.
Pipe. That's ended. How many times, Robert?
Twice.
Twice. That's correct. Then what did you get?
Pen.
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 Pen?
Oh, I thought, okay. Sounded like did it instead of did to me, so I got pen, but you sent it, so it's right.
Oh, I said it was the computer that sent it.
Okay, well, all right then.
What did you get after that? Anyone?
Ship.
Ship? Twice?
Twice, yeah.
And then make everybody hungry. What did you get next? Snipe.
Snipe.
And you got that twice? And then what do you get?
Soup.
Soup. And then you got some punctuation, yes? You got a period, right? Then you got a little message. What was the message?
Peter was the last word. I missed the first 2 words.
Did you get the? I'll send the last one. I sent it twice, but it was as follows. So, did you get that bet this time? Third time round, lucky? The first word was pass. The next word, and then the next word,
Tape.
tape. And the last word was Peter. And then we had period. Good, very well done. Now the next message, hopefully, is from my old Navy operator's handbook, and I hope it comes out okay. Are we ready? Eyes down. So we sent that one twice. Hopefully you were able to go back when I sent the repeat, and I repeated the message. Anyone like to start with the beginning of that one?
In order to is the first
In
three.
order to, yes.
And I missed something there, but I got something, some at sea, there's a phrase at sea in there.
Well, in order to, and the next word was, I'll send that right now, so you can just double check. Increase. In order to increase, and then you had the word the, and the next word you said begins with S. Anyone got what's that word? This is safety. Correct. Of, and then what's after of? So the word after of is life, and then what's after life? At sea. And then what's that? The next word? And. The next word after and was over. And then C. So that was the little sentence out of my code book. It was talking about to increase the safety of life at sea and over the sea, we will continue to listen at 500 kilohertz. That used to be the emergency frequency. No longer exists. Well, the frequency exists, but we don't monitor it, so. Anyway, next one is, I'm going to send some letters and words here. Spaced between each one, you'll hear. Remember what that one was?
Isn't that the break?
No, break is. Da, 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 comma. And it's kind of opposite. The opposite of comma is you'll. Question mark. So it's the opposite. So you'll hear a lot of that in the next couple that I'm going to send you. The spaced in between is a comma.
What's the comma again?
M-I-M. And opposite to that is I-M-I. Question mark. We should know those from what we've already gone through so far during the lessons. They're not used too often in amateur radio, but it's handy to know them, especially the question mark, because you might hear, but not so much the comma, but it's handy to know it and be familiar with it as you'll find out. So here we go. I'm going to send a couple more here. These are just words. And fairly easy words. So hopefully that was a fairly easy exercise. Anyone got the first word?
Addressee.
Addressee. Sent it twice, addressee, comma, was in between. And then next word was? Next word was like this. Anyone? I'll send it slower. Here we go. Unknown. And the next word? Left. And the next little part of it was, anyone get the last part? It goes like this. Did you get that one?
Not.
Not. QRM?
QRM.
Yeah.
Or QRT for train.
Here we go. We'll try that one again. So that was board, B-O-A-R-D. So if you actually add it all together, addressee, unknown, left, not on board. So if you're trying to give a telegram, I've just sent a reply back to someone saying, he's no longer on board, I'm sorry, they've gone. That's the kind of thing we would send. Doing well, doing well. Keep up the good work. Now I'm going to send a few easy letters with the question mark, or see if you can tell whether it's a question mark or a comma, but it's one or the other. I'm not going to say which one, and see how we do with this. Are we ready? So I did a lot of repeats there, so that gave you a chance to get the word that was sent. What did you get for the first word?
Quake.
Quick. And a comma. Then what was the next word?
I know quake is in there somewhere,
Quiet was the next word. Comma. And then what was the next word? Q. And then a comma. And a lot of Q's in this one. Next word was
but
quest, comma, and then we had more to go, and then we had a BT in there as well. Then more to go again. Then a period. Then we had something that was quite tasty, I think. What was the next little sentence
I
there?
thought I got words lots of cake, but
Lots of cake, twice. Then the last thing was anyone? What was the first word of the last? Try this then. Cast. Not. The letter A. And the last word.
Stone.
Stone. Cast not a stone. Means don't throw stones. So you all did well there, very well. Now the next thing, I believe, is we're supposed to have practiced last week the letter Y, J, and L. Well, I've got a few practice words coming up for you with the Y, J, and L as part of those. And I do repeat each word this time. There's a word like yell, and then I'll say it again, yell, and then I'll send a comma after it. So it gives you time to hear it once, and if you don't get it, at least you can go back and check one more time. And that's what this bit of practice is about. Are you ready? So, how did we all do with that? Anyone got the first word?
Yield.
Yield.
What was it?
Yield.
Yield,
And the second word?
young,
Young. And the third word?
youth,
Youth. And the fourth word?
Jones,
Jones. And the next word?
joint,
Joint. And the next word?
Japan,
Japan. Next word?
light,
Light. And next word? Next word? Anyone?
Leave.
Leave. And we can all leave in a minute. And the next word? Anyone?
lunch,
Lunch. Yay. Doing well. So what about copying this one? The end of the watch is considered 8 bells, hence the saying 8 bells and all is well. But that was only 2 bells. Anyone know what 2 bells stands for? I don't remember myself, but lunch? No. It's a good. Lunch is good, but I believe it's 1 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and I'm not sure what the next one is. It's 3 times of the day.
9 o'clock?
Probably 9 o'clock, but there's 3 numbers, 1, 5, and maybe 9. But that's good. And of course, I think everyone deserves a break, and that's...
It's actually the beginning of the song too, the 2 bells ringing. If you know the song, you'd recognize an old song, the Platters. I heard Harbor Lights.
Harbor Lights? Oh, I know that one. Well, I think we'll take a short break to get everybody's mind set around things. And if you're copying this right now, that's great. We'll take a short break, and then we'll come back for more practice, give people's minds to relax a bit, and see who would like to send some CW sitting up here with me. And I've got some more words here for everybody to help for a little bit more practice. So let's take a break. QRM. Did anyone get the first 3 words?
I said it, so I already know what it is.
You already know what it is, yeah. But I think it's completely washed out. Yeah, we'll try that again. Ready? Here, we'll get used to QRM. Maps of the past. That's what, and Dan did a good job of sending that, just that all the noise he couldn't hear. We'll try the next one. Here we go. How about that short sentence?
Paint the something, please, paint the,
Paint the stoop pink, Paul, please. It's just a play on words.
What's that again?
Paint the stoop pink, Paul, please. Well, we're trying to learn the letter P again, you know. It's a bit of a revision there. I think we can turn the volume back down now. Right. And here we go, talking about cake again. Talking about cake again. Can anyone?
piece of cake.
Can I take a piece of cake? Question mark. Well done, Dan. It was a good guess. So what kind of cake was that?
Cream.
Cream cake. And the next one. And what was that?
Carrot cake.
Carrot cake. Oh, lots of cake. That's, anyone got that one? Custard cake.
Set.
Custard cake. Never had custard cake, I don't think, but it sounds good. And the next one. Anyone?
Hot cake.
Hot cake, yay! And the next one. Robert, get that one? Still talking about cake. Your favorite letter L.
Coffee.
Cold cake, yes, very well done. And we've got some more cakes coming up. And this one's for Robert, this one. Are you ready, Robert? Lemon cake. I knew you'd like lemon cake. And this one's for, oh, how about Wendy? You can have this one.
Being a wise guy over here.
Being a wise guy. Oh no. Did you get that one? Well, I'll slow it down a bit for you and see. Orange cake. That's great. Anyone? And then this is another cake. I'm sure you're all getting fed up of having all this cake, but I said there's going to be a lot of cake tonight. Fruit cake. Correct. Okay, and the next one. Lots of cake. Are we had enough cake yet?
No.
Hey,
No.
Before too long, we're gonna be walking you all out of here, and you're gonna take us to dessert.
This one's just for you, Robert, then. Are you ready? I'll send that again so you can. The first word, the first letter.
I,
Your favorite letter.
I like cake.
What can I say?
You're beginning to know me that I'm a carbaholic here, so you.
And after you've baked all that cake, this is the problem you're going to have next. It's what you have to do after you've baked all those cakes.
Clean the something.
Clean the oven now,
Yeah.
because we've made such a mess with all the cakes. Okay, that's enough of cake. And the next one's easy for us. Anyone?
Cedric is a new contact.
Cedric is a new contact. Now we'll turn our attention to some music, I think. Are we ready? We're talking about piano here, if anyone's got the last word.
Yeah, like something for piano.
In for piano.
Yes, yes. For piano is the last two words.
Yeah, for piano is the last two words.
That's in F was before that.
Yes, okay.
Those music buffins that we have. And we're talking about Chopin, Nocturne in F for piano. Did we get that one? Oh, good. In F. It's got to be an F.
I thought you were stuttering. When you did the F twice, I thought you were stuttering.
Yes. And I stutter a lot. So here we go. This is to do with South Carolina, but I'm sure when we'll see how you think of this one. So did anyone get the first word, escape? There, that's good, that's good. Escape the...
Escape the cold.
It's cold. In
South Carolina.
Sierra Charlie.
Sierra Charlie, South Carolina. It's better than Vermont right now, I hear.
Yeah.
And let's try this one. This is an easy one. How we're doing, anyone? Everyone gone to sleep? Brains are fried? Did you get any part of that, Robert?
The last word I think is cope, C-O-P-E.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Well, that's great. It's a good
First
start.
one maybe can't.
How about the first word?
Can't?
Can. The middle word?
No.
The first word was...
Okay.
The next word?
Kate.
Can Kate cope? Question mark. And the next little one for you is something we all need, I think. Gary, you got that one. I can tell by the giggles. Anyone?
Word me is in there somewhere.
Oh, yes, yes. The word me, the first word. What was that letter? Anyone, character-wise? Yeah.
I,
V,
E,
So that was give, right? And you've already got the me, and the next letter,
A,
and then the next letter, next word, because we've left a long space now.
C,
C,
L,
U.
give me a clue.
Give me a clue. Everybody's got a clue. Good, good. You're doing very well, actually, for this time of the evening. And let's see what we get for the next one. Here's a number. Anyone got the number? 12. Did you get the word? Tacos. What's that word? Two. Go. 12 tacos to go. We're doing well with the tacos and the cake tonight. We're having a party. We haven't had dinner yet. Oh no. Okay, here we go. We're getting close to the 8 o'clock mark. We've got time for a couple more words. And see what you think of this one. Letter what? A. Good. Q, U. So what's a quaver? Do we know what a quaver is?
some English.
Oh, well, let's continue with continue with this sentence, and we'll be enlightened.
I can't wait.
A. Note. In. Music. A quaver is a note in music for those musicians. How many musicians do we have? Nobody. Oh well, that felt on deaf ears, didn't it?
I went to the Shade Tree School and they didn't teach quavering there.
Okay. Well, I think it's time to, we've already done our 20 minutes listening. That's great. You've done a great job, actually. Pens and paper ready. You've done that. We've all having a snooze now. For next week, we're going to add, for lesson 8, the X, Z, 7, and with period we've done. But you should be able to recognize the period without any trouble. So what is an X? Da diddy da. That's good. How about a Z? And it doesn't mean sleeping. Yeah. And remember what 7 is? Yeah, it's like 73s, right? 7s, we've covered 7s. So we're going to add those to the list, and then we're getting close to, we should be able to recognize almost, if I skip back to the beginning, we should recognize nearly all the letters except a few. So at that point in time, after next week, I should be able to send anything out of the English language to you. And we should be able to understand every word in the dictionary almost. at that point.
Except for we.
That was
went
fast.
through that before.
So, and we've covered period, and we've covered comma, and we've actually covered 8. And we might be able to add 6. So if we actually add 6 as well, the number 6, which most of you know, we should be in good shape.
That would be,
Right, so next week we'll cover the X, Z, 7, and 6, in addition to all the others that we've known. And next week I'll promise I won't wear a red shirt, I'll wear a blue shirt. So you should know it all by then. So how are you all doing? Everybody doing well? Feel comfortable, confident? It's just practice, practice, and practice, I'm afraid. It is. And if you've got time to do 20 minutes a day practice, I guarantee you'll learn the Morse code. I appreciate you all coming this evening. It's fun. I hope you enjoy it as much as I have. Thank you.
Da-di-da-di-da-da-di-da, da-di-da-di-da-da-di-da. What do you hear over the air? CQ serenade. So you don't know just what it means. Dust your shoes off, shake out your jeans. Get on your feet, jump to the beat of CQ serenade.